Breaking news and analysis with Holy Joe Rock and Roll. Let's talk about Judge Kavanaugh and the assault against his character. Hey everybody, it's Holy Joe Rock and Roll. I'm in a massage chair with some thoughts on Judge Kavanaugh's situation. Now, just as a recap for those that don't know, Judge Kavanaugh is the current nominee for the Supreme Court to replace Justice Kennedy, who is retired or retiring. He has what appears to be a stellar record, conservative. He's gone through 6 FBI background checks to get to the position where he currently is as I believe he's a circuit judge right now. And at the last minute, the Democrats pull a rabbit out of their ass in the form of a sexual harassment claim from 36 years ago, alleging that when Judge Kavanaugh was 17, he was drunk at a party with another person, a female, and he tried to have sex with her. This is a crime? First of all, this is a crime? I mean, when I was 17, if I got that close to a female, that was a win. That was a win. And I never would touch a female unless there was clear signals, clear indication that something was possible. And if she said no, she said no. Now, there is no allegation here of rape. The allegation, as far as I can tell, is that she's claiming that she was wearing a bathing suit and he tried to take off her bathing suit bottom. She screamed and he covered her mouth so that no one would hear her scream. Now, that's the allegation. Now, they're 17, they're at a party. In D.C., back then, it was legal to drink if you're age 18 or over. So obviously that was underage drinking, even in D.C. I think the rest of the country had changed to 21 because of Mothers Against Drunk Drivers, MAD. Where's the Mothers Against Islamic Terrorism? Where's the Mothers Against terroristic driving? That'd be interesting to see, right? But I digress. Judge Kavanaugh has denied the allegations, which I don't blame him. It's much easier to just say, no, it never happened, versus saying, listen, I'm sorry, I was 17, we were both drunk, I'm full of testosterone, full of hormones, so were you. You were shaking that ass, you invited me into the room, and what happened, I'm sorry. I mean, right? It's easier to say, I don't recall that ever happening. I mean, if this is and 36 years later, the only evidence that tries to make this seem legit is that this woman claims that when she was doing therapy with her husband in 2012, she mentioned that she was sexually harassed by somebody when she was 17, but never said the name of the person. And her husband is claiming that in, I guess, 2008, so even earlier, she told him that she was once sexually harassed. But again, never said the name of the person. Now suddenly, after all this therapy, she claims that it was Judge Kavanaugh. Judge Kavanaugh is the guy. It's really hard to believe, and it's really shouldn't be believed. At 36 years later, you're going to come up and say that somebody touched you? Somebody touched you and tried to derail a man's career, a man with a stellar record, when on the other side, on Judge Kavanaugh's side, you got 65 women who know him and know him well, that are friends of his friends of his family, friends of his wife and family, 65 women, saying that this man is a good man. And he's done nothing that would even give them the inkling that this is true. If they had an inkling that this was true, they would, of course, not have signed this letter certifying that this is a good guy. So, honestly, I think the preponderance of the evidence, the weight of the evidence, is totally in Judge Kavanaugh's favor. And this is the left, the Democrats, trying to use the same smear tactics that they used against Judge Bork, which was successful, against Judge Clarence Thomas, which was not successful with the Anita Hill stuff. And now they're trying the same thing with Judge Kavanaugh. And ultimately, I believe if the Republicans just stick to their guns, they're going to probably, if this woman does show herself, they'll probably have a hearing on it, and the senators will vote for Judge Kavanaugh. That's my gut. The latest thing that I read just this morning was that the woman is saying that she wants an FBI investigation on this matter before she will testify. That is fucking nonsense. That is just fucking nonsense. There's no physical evidence. There's no corroborating witnesses. It's 36 years later. There's nothing to investigate. It's just he said, she said. And that's just a fucking crock of shit. So, folks, wake up. Wake the fuck up. This is an assault on the MAGA movement, the Make America Great Again movement, America First movement. And if it pisses you off as much as it pisses me off, you got to register to vote. And if you voted for Trump in 2016, you need to get out and vote again in the midterms for all pro-Trump Republicans. You just have to do it. If you didn't vote in 2016, this is your opportunity to get out and have your voice heard. If enough people vote for pro-Republican, pro-Trump Republicans, there will be enough moral, the political backbone will be jammed up the ass of these politicians such that they will have to proceed with the will of the people. All right? This is Holy Joe Rock and Roll, coming at you live and unscripted. I will edit out my snorting. Reminding you to always make it happen for the captain. Don't take this bullshit lying down. Remember to always make it happen for the captain, because you're the captain. Thank you so much for watching. Please hit that subscribe button if you're new to this channel. Punch that like button if you liked it. Hit the thumbs down if you didn't like it. And give me some comments down below. Do you agree, disagree? What are your thoughts on the Judge Kavanaugh situation?